Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina and I'm here to chat with Chris Arsenault. But first, a look behind the hidden chambers of Inovia Capital. Hi, Tara. And look, behind this door, one of our VCTV advisory board members, David No. Let's go say hi. Hey, David.
Hey, Kristina from VCTV. How are you?
Thanks, David.
Hey.
Hey,
Okay.
Chris. Shh. Big deal in play. Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina, and I'm here with Chris Arsenault, and he's one of the organizers of Accelerate Montreal. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hi, Kristina.
So this is really exciting. This is our second Accelerate Montreal coming up. Tell us about it.
So Accelerate Montreal is organized by the C100 and closely connected with Inovia, Real Ventures, BDC, and KPMG that has been, the founding sponsors of this event here in Montreal. It's an event that is being held in the major cities in Canada. So there's Montreal, Calgary, Toronto, and this is our second edition. So we're quite excited, and it's going to be held on May 23rd.
We were at the first one. There were so many people there. How many do we expect for this one?
So we're holding Accelerate Montreal 2012 right after FounderFuel's Demo Day. So basically it's the second part of the day. And we're expecting between 600 and 700 people, mostly entrepreneurs with approximately 100 or so investors, angel and VCs.
Tell us about some of the speakers.
So pretty awesome. This year we have entrepreneurs that's been there, done that are coming to Montreal. They're obviously C100 charter members as well, so they have willingness to actually help identify and bring emerging, most promising entrepreneurs from Canada, from Montreal, down to the Valley and help them build, bigger companies. So the experience is extremely important for us. So we have Sean Price, Sean Price is president of Zurora, and he was formerly senior vice president and general manager of Vitria. And Vitria is a company that he helped IPO'd and build into a $10 billion market cap company. So pretty substantial. Our keynote speaker is Jonathan Ehrlich, and Jonathan is the founder of Copious, and he's the former head of marketing of Facebook. So he spent all of the first few years with Facebook, and he's also the ex-EVP of Indigo Books and Music. So Jonathan is coming to town with deep experience that I think every emerging entrepreneur is going to be able to benefit from, in addition to what our speakers are bringing in terms of pure network insight and just the joy of being able to connect with them. So,
well, those are some huge names, and we're really lucky because we're going to be able to interview some of them during the event, and we wouldn't have them without leaders like you bringing them from the Valley to Montreal. How did you manage that? This is exciting, the bridge that we're building.
Definitely, we are building bridges, and what we're doing, what JS is doing, also with Real Ventures, and what the whole purpose of Accelerate Montreal. I mean, like it's about innovation, about collaboration, and about acceleration, right? So the type of people that we want to bring in here are people that are going to help our startups to actually evolve and accelerate their own process. So Montreal, I mean, like, I think it's an easy pitch today than ever before to actually sell Montreal. Our ecosystem is stronger than ever before. We're seeing a lot of emerging entrepreneurs with ambition to build very large companies. So we are at the beginning of our 3 to 5 best years yet. So I think the story of Montreal was not that hard to sell.
Well, these are exciting times. So where can we get tickets to go?
So on the website, so AccelerateMtl.eventbrite.ca, and it's only $20. Most of the tickets are reserved for entrepreneurs and investors. So the purpose of the gathering of 600 or more is really to get people to start collaborating, getting them to know each other, and the networking value is extremely high. So we put a price ticket very low in order to enable entrepreneurs to be there.
Well, this is exciting, so look forward to it. Thanks very much, Chris, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
So do you think that might
Well, look, it's François Gauvin and John Elton. Hi, guys.
Too much money, John. Too much money.
Too much money. Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina, and this is exciting. It's T-minus 1 month to go before a very exciting week here in Montreal. We're going to be having Accelerate Montreal, FounderFuel Demo Day, and the CVCA Annual Conference here in Montreal. And I'm here with Chris, who's the chair of the CVCA Annual Conference, as well as involved with the other two, of course. So thanks, Chris, for sitting with us.
Thank you, Kristina.
So tell us about the CVCA and what's going on this year.
So it is pretty exciting. I think it's going to be the most exciting week for tech and venture capital as well as private equity in Canada. The CVCA actually starts on May 23rd. The CVCA annual conference actually starts on May 23rd, right after Accelerate Montreal, and lasts for the 2 following days, so the 23rd to the 25th. And the CVCA is basically the Venture Capital and Private Equity Association that represents over 1,600 members. Itself representing 160 funds of different form and different size and different categories, from private equity to buyout, life sciences to clean tech to IT, VCs as well as angels. And this is the annual gathering. So this is the most important event that the associations put together. And I proudly accepted to co-chair this year for a second time around. Second time in Montreal in the last few years. And I'm pretty excited about it.
And tell us about the theme and who are some of the speakers.
So the theme is actually outperforming the markets. And why outperforming the markets? I do fundamentally believe that private equity and venture capital is the best class for investing in today's world. The markets are open, are worldwide, and we now in Canada have a base of investors that can take advantage of the opportunities of a global market in order to back amazing entrepreneurs, amazing businesses, and basically help build leaders, businesses that can build, billion-dollar revenue in these markets.
What are the must-see or must-attend parts of the agenda?
So it's really a mix between private equity and VC. So we do try to satisfy both sides of the coin here. So from the private equity side, we're going from what's coming up over the next 10 years. So I look into the future. We're covering the mid-markets. We're covering the evolution of the buyout market. And on the VC side, it's also pretty exciting. We have one panel called Is Canada Sexy Now?, which is going to be quite interesting, with entrepreneurs that are building $100 million revenue businesses. Some of them decided to exit early on. Others are decided to actually build that billion-dollar business. So those type of panels are going to be quite interesting. The C100 also put together a panel on the cross-border and how to actually accelerate and build huge companies. So we have a mix of entrepreneurs, investors in both the VC side and private equity side, coming from across the border, coming from Europe, coming from China, as well as Brazil, which is really good, and local across Canada.
And we have an interesting keynote speaker, don't we?
Yeah, we have Shamath, who in the early days helped build Facebook to what it is today. Played critical roles throughout the whole process, decided to leave Facebook a few months ago and raise his own fund. So it's going to be quite interesting with the timing of the public offering of Facebook and everything. So from Shamath to the type of panels to just the state of the markets today and the opportunity that Canada represents, I think this is most likely going to be the best conference that we've ever had up until now. Our closing panel is actually with China, so there's going to be a big focus on the relationships and the opportunities between LPs, limited partners, VCs, private equity, and infrastructure players. So there's a lot to see, a lot to say, and the main players are going to be in Montreal from May 23rd to May 25th, and we're quite excited.
It's becoming more and more of a global network, and I've always said, well, I wish I had a GPS system on you just to be able to track you down. You were recently in Brazil, and you're often somewhere on an airplane trying to build some of our bridges between not only Montreal, but Canada as a whole, North America, and other countries and regions of the world. Where do you see us going coming up in the next few years?
Well, I think the opportunity is really in opening our borders to collaborate and back entrepreneurs and businesses that have the ability, but also the ambition of becoming world players. I mean, since Facebook is a California-based company, as well as Google and many of our larger, IT companies. But we're seeing more and more companies come out of, Toronto, Chicago, Sao Paulo, South Africa. So we are today in a world that's fully connected, broadband and mobile, and the opportunities are around building a global, large opportunity with large companies. And I think that right now for Canada, as investors, both from the LP front, from the corporate side, or from the VC front, the opportunity is now to actually make a difference and make a dent in the world. That's what we're trying to do. So,
speaking of being connected and mobile, tell us about the major sponsor.
So our good friends over at Research in Motion. So I'm very proud that they decided to participate with us. Their focus is more on enterprise, and we came to an agreement together. And they're going to be one of our sponsor, our main sponsor actually. And we're providing not only the complete conference as an app, so there's no 1.5 inch guide anymore. It's 100% as an app with all of the information on all of the speakers, all of the attendees. You can communicate between attendees using the app. You can set yourself up with meetings. You can ask questions to the moderator. But more importantly, you can also communicate outside of the conference, so you can share what's being shared at the conference with your colleagues at the office, or on Twitter, or on Facebook, or on LinkedIn. So it's basically a communication tool for one of the most important networking events. So it clicked with Research in Motion, and we're very proud to have them partner with us. And that app is going to be distributed on a free 7-inch BlackBerry Playbook. So every attendee of the conference is, when they walk in, they're going to get their badge, and they're going to get their nice little 7-inch playbook. So we're pretty excited. It's innovative. We don't know of anybody else that actually went that far in terms of providing tools for people to communicate within the conference and outside of the conference.
Well, like always, you're revolutionary, right? So here we go. We're just changing the way conferences are done. So we're really excited to see what you put together. And we'll see you there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Well, now we've seen Inovia Capital's offices revealed. Thank you so much, Chris, David, and team for the visit. Thanks, Tara, and thank you. So if you like our show, don't forget to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We're also on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you for visiting VCTV, and come back again real soon.